What is up, everybody? I'm Mr. Bobley, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Now, this game is, I can feel it just destroying me right now. I got 2 more to do, so that's only like an hour of gameplay, so I'm pretty sure I can just kind of push through it. My throat might be a little sore tomorrow, but I think that'll be okay. Hopefully, Damien isn't too... He shouldn't be. He's just me talking. I don't have to, like, really put on a voice for him. I just have to talk with a funny accent. I've been playing this game all day. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through Dadbook. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging around with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've only seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie. Turn into a bat. I don't think... What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off. Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night with the leathery wings of the bat? One of those. While I'm out, can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting Damien's cloak. Wait. What? Oh. Damien's cloak. He hates it when people call it cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is going to seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, though it would make sense that the styles surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough, though, that was in the Victorian era. Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life, or something. I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe that the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I am going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era, and yet funerals are major social functions. Victorians are obsessed with the mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were sets of periods grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe that it is a waste of time to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time that we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is all the time precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look at Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. That's because he's a vampire. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do. I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay? There's an emergency. What? Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh. Okay, is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. What is he doing with his hand? Well, I guess it would be this way. He is really... whatever. Then come, there is no time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy open door to find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript I'm still unsure of what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. This is a vet. Damien walks off to a corridor with boot heels echoing through the halls of the seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from someplace I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic. Unsure of where I am or how I can get out, I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Mary, what are you doing here? You aren't here for the fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face. Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what? We take care of stray animals and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter. Wow.
Come on.
Okay, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see Damien. Whoa! Whoa! Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and listen to Bruce Springsteen. I also go to the hardware store and look at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That is much true. It's just not all that I am. And I need you to know that. Oh, I hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to. Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia? She's one of the pups that she gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing cheese tanties to the cats. When I came back and she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Wyatt. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Oh man. I'm Nerd's house. Okay. North, south, shit. Okay, so she fucked this up. So that's good. Okay. Bayside. Okay, so Nerd's other, okay, whoa. Mario Patali, Kale, Coffee, okay, so Matt, me, Mary's house, Smalls, Damien's house, other Nerd's house. Mario Patali, Kale. Okay, so that's Craig's house. And that's Matt's house. And that's me. And that's Mary's house. And that's Damien's house. I thought Robert... No. Mario Batali, other Nerd's house, and Smalls. So we need Joseph, Brian, and Robert. Not Joseph. We need Brian and Robert and Hugo. So that's Hugo's house. So I'm gonna guess that's... Okay, so that's probably... Yeah. So that's Robert's house and that's Brian. Why is Brian... Whatever. Oh man, okay, and then we got the coffee spoon over here. Softball field. Aquarium. Shelter. Kitty cat. The ocean or whatever. Bayside. Okay. At least you're not other Nerd's house. It looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? Okay, so we'll head to the cul-de-sac first. Oh no, I need to save this. Because I have to find her by sundown. And so it's going to go poorly. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving towards town. I look over to him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard finding the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said the dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark, Bark, Bark. I don't know. What do you think the odds are, Wyatt? This'll be easy. No sweat. If I can wrangle a toddler who suddenly decides that she's princess of the drywall and then spends 3 hours fishing a toddler out of his crawl space in our attic, I can find a dog. It was Amanda. Amanda did that. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. It looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out. Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwatered lawn? Ooh, here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Wyatt, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you? Well, a little while ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn into shreds. It's going to take forever to re-till that soil. That could be a dog, or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, it must have been hungry. It ate all my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. Okay. More food. So the coffee spoon. Next on the list. Doesn't matter. We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book. Hey, Matt. Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Actually, yeah. I caught one digging through the trash here earlier. It ran away and I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second. Might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old right said banana bread. Want to take some for the road just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice, the road slice. This banana bread is going to be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right, I meant it's going to be so good for the dog to eat. Looks like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucien is very severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Very. Okay. I said I went east. Coffee spoon. You went east. Towards the cul-de-sac? Okay, we're going to go to... Okay. Okay, let's say we started at Coffee Spoon, and then we went to the cul-de-sac, and he said it was going to get more food. You know what's that? Okay, so let's say it's going to go east further, because there's probably food here because it's a beach, and there's probably food trucks and stands and whatever. Also, it's the only other east I can go that I haven't been to yet. We arrived back at the Bayside. Just like old times, eh? I remember as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So what do you think? Any sight of the pooch? None yet, although who knows if she made it into any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry, what are you doing? I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV. Had to get a burrito first. Oh. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here? Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around his neck. I saw a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I definitely would have remembered that. I gotta run, though. This burrito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down into molecular structure and the tortilla makes it all soggy. You'll understand. You understand? I do? Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Bubbly. Matt said the Duchess went east from the Coffee Spoon, but there's no sign of her here. I suppose we need to go not so east? Okay. Where would this dog go? We checked the cul-de-sac, and we looked at the Coffee Spoon. The Coffee Spoon would go east, so we went to the Bayside. But not so east. But I feel like the softball field would be a better choice than the aquarium. Because, you know, balls. We drive to the softball field. It looks like Craig's team is practicing. I wonder if any of these kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over. Softball bat slung over his shoulder. Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, would you? One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Girls! Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucien's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around? There was a big dog here earlier. She ran off a while ago, though. I don't think she had an owner, but it really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the ball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog. Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. I fear the hours are growing short. I don't know why I didn't read that. Damien looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something light in the mood. I don't fucking know. Who does like a good knock-knock joke? Who's there? Death cult. Death cult who? Death cultivate a more chipper attitude, friend. We're gonna find that dog. A small crack on whatever. Damien smiles. That's better. I keep reading Damien directions from the map and we drive around town. Okay, well, I haven't been to the aquarium then. Damien and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You see anything? No dog here, not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Well, shit. Okay, let's go back to the cul-de-sac then. We're at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal except, uh-oh, Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Dusage Cordelia, a telltale sign we should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Holy fuck. Hey, there it is. They're sitting in center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place. It's one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Ruff. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here yet. Wonderful. Now all I have to do is get the leash on her before she tries to escape again and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien wearily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. I pull out the softball that Craig gave us. Hey girl, remember this? The Duchess' tail starts wagging, but she's not getting any closer. Damien stops me. If you throw that in here, we'll destroy the house. You're right. Bread. I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of said banana bread Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones it on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our report? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands in the door with a plate of pizza rolls. What flavor pizza rolls are those? Pepperoni blast? Nice. The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against her leash. Why is this dog in my house? It's along. The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest. Ah! Ernest and the Duchess fall onto the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls! Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh. Hey. Hugo stands at the door looking like he's at a loss for words. Why are you guys... Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Ruff! Hugo, may I present you to Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? Borf! We're friends! The Duchess looks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Ernest, I don't know if we're set to take care of a... Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please. Look how cute she is. Hugo sighs. We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while, but you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls and her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of the map and pull a pen out of my pocket. Got the forms ready for you if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your household. Well, alright, it's a deal. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend. I know, he called me Dad. Can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be a really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her, and she'll love you two forever. Thank you. Well, that was a pleasant little ending to that. And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home. Neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two. Wyatt, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers. You know, you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies. Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah. Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back, and I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him... Mary, you can fill in the blanks.
Huh?
I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing. I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is, you care, and that's awesome. And also, the glasses are really cute. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together. It would be boring if it was. It would never be boring if it was with you. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me in for a hug. He buries his face on my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and beautiful. May I kiss you? Thou art welcome. Verily, you may take upon yourself the, you know what, just kiss me. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes. Oh, yes. Fuck yeah. Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Look like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time. I just went to his voice. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman, Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Oh, God. What was that? Shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Fuck it.
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman? He simply slayed in The Lost Boys.
Not good sunglasses, not good potty humor, decent Edwardian, low Victorian, low Duchess, decent anxiety. Death anxiety, whatever. Interview with the vampire. Achievement unlocked. Woo, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Wyatt, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the U.S. government.
Aww.
Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to give you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops.
Right.
No way! I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in dorms, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. This is all 19 seasons. And a bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit and toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Wyatt, my dude! Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirt, I got women's shirt, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them of a fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit, Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically out of my trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Simoid right now. His name's Harold. Love his belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen? What? Thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again. Sure, Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I could get you in to meet all of them. We always could use extra hands around the shelter. And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog, I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor. Your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps up into my arms. Duchess! Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Ha! Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess and Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts off across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Wyatt! Brian, you made it! Ha! I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out of the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is really a great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, brah. Bruh, this is a real rager, taking our old age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Nice. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out from behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witnesses. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh, boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah? Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see your dance moves. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Ah.
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Wyatt. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda's going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will be really help. Amanda walks by, pretending not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things in art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm going to break anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey.
Huh.
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of right side banana bread ready for her. Jesus, I can't read still. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Have you gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it. Hey, manager's dad. I turn to spot Lucien walking up to me. Yes, Lucien. Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad has a rough couple of years, and I know that it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him. I love him a lot, and it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucien. That means a lot to me. Sure. And let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. Also, I'm sorry about the oregano thing. Thanks for coming by, Lucien. See you around, Wyatt. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on my back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings or anything for once, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Wyatt, if you cry again... You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping paper off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave, whatever. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman. I'm so excited to see what your future holds. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're gonna have to pay for most of it, probably. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Damien is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmer's gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party. Did you know that in the Victorian era they would call benches seaty boys? What? Really? I'm kidding, Wyatt, but what if? It's good to see you in your civics again. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Wyatt, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show my true form, my information technology form. But what you said about me, about my passion, was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, there are simply different facets of myself, a three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way I do, but I feel constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight. Jesus Christ. But feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place, to make myself happy. I place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you've realized that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Wyatt, me too. I feel myself itching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face and am shocked of how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me. Placing a hand on the side of my face, he strokes my cheek with his thumb. You know, public displays of affections were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss, but I think I can make an exception for you. Oh yeah, Lucian, get it? Not Lucian, Damien, get it? Fuck. That's embarrassing. Alright, well then. Man, there's only one more to go, guys. There's only one more to go. What am I gonna do with my life? Who knows? Anyways. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and or subscribe. Or don't. It is up to you. You are an independent person after all. And I will see you all latest.